I've known about the gem for years. You see, my dear girl, I joined the Freemasons before it was trendy. That's my eyeball on the dollar bill. That's also my pyramid. Hence, I trailed you on your quest, accompanied by my faithful albino.
I keep telling you I'm not an albino. I just use a lot of sunblock.
Then why do I give you all the albino holidays off?
Look, there's writing on the R.
No, everything is writing to you, young people.
From this angle, they're words. Great. Crimes. Kill. Holy. Sage.
Great crimes kill Holy Sage. The puzzle is solved. We must warn the Holy Sage at once.
No, that's not it. A secret message this awkwardly worded is always an anagram.
Fine. Then you unscramble those letters to spell out the location of the gem, while you two dig your own graves.
All shady and there's no but if, so maybe I could open your eyes wide open. Just ask for me now in the past, present, and future, but it hasn't been lately. I question everything and I will not leave you waiting on an answer. The Masons should all dress up in a dress and a bra. Fuck their luxury sports car. I can see them everywhere, but society, they do not stick by it far. Let's rejoice as the people and overthrow every secret society and mystery religion out there. Cause this shit isn't fair on us in the past, the present, children, basically every kid out there. They play a big part in the disappearances. In fact, every wonder why they ask for children's dental records over 10 years ago now. And listen to me and hear me out. I know everything that got played upon us up until now is very wicked and foul. Just like how at Bohemian Grove, where they all dress in custom-made clothes and bow before a great big stone now. Ever question that and wonder why or how? Do you see through the deception yet? I hope so. I would love to hear that your time has been well spent. Face is shady, no whips, no butts, eyes wide. Vision sharp like a blade, dress and drag, crash the jag. They hide worldwide, infiltrating every parade. Overthrow the cult, save the kids from the foul. Break the chains, let the truth prevail. Bohemian now, bow down, no, we rise up now, reap what we sow in this hell. No more silence, no more games, expose the names, light the flames, secret signs in plain sight. But the people fight, we take it back tonight. Illuminati bloodline cats got no room for doubt or debate. I'll crack the veil open wide, hit me up any time of day. I challenge every narrative, won't stall and make you chase the truth. These clowns need heels and lace bars, screw the Lambo roof. They're pocket in every boardroom, every court, never ghosted far. Time to rally the streets and topple every hidden line and star. This game straight robbery on the people, on the young ones past and now. Every youth out there, they're knee deep in the vanishings. Remember when they break for every kid's dead who filed a decade back somehow. Pay attention, real talk, everything they dropped on us was straight demonic and foul. Picture the grove ceremony, silk roast, tail and fresh, genuflect to that massive granite owl. You ever stop and ask the real reason, the method, the why and how? You piercing through the smoke screen yet? Hope you are, cause I'd love to know your hours were spent well. Secret society, snakes, simple maybes, vision clear, no fear in the glare. Heels and claws, ditch the cars, they lurk right here, pulling strings from inland. Flip back, when I'm back, Harris lit your pen, and jack the tile, and it's the plan. A secret society, snakes, simple maybes, vision clear, no fear in the glare. Heels and claws, ditch the cars, they lurk right here, pulling strings from inland. Flip back, when I'm back, Harris lit your pen, and jack the tile, and it's the clan. Back, when I'm back, how is lit your finish at the towel, the next to clear. The secret society, snakes, civil maybes, vision clear, no fear in the glare. Heels and bras, ditch the cars, they look right here, pulling strings from inland. Flip back, when I'm back, how is lit your finish at the towel, the next to clear.
And what's sick about the world we live in is that people don't raise eyebrows about stuff like that. We got grown men who dress up as clowns because you know what front they use? You know what the Shriners use as a front? That their entire organization is devoted to helping children. That's why they have Shriner hospitals set up where they help disabled young children and they focus their children's hospitals. Now, some people say, well, that's a very great thing. And I'm not pointing a finger and making accusations. But let's be realistic here. All one has to do is look at the history of how they get away with these pedo rings. Let's start with somebody like Jerry Sandusky, right? Jerry Sandusky, everybody said, could never be a pedophile. He could never be molesting children. He runs an organization based on helping young children who are abused. Let's look at the Franklin cover-up in Boys Town. How could that be going on there? It's a place where these young boys are going, to get, to be taken care of, to be raised and to be fed and to be, sheltered. Let's look at Pizzagate itself, which we've talked about many times. I've talked about it many times in this channel. It's not a coincidence that Hillary Clinton has a front of an organization that is supposed to be there to protect and enable children. Because when you have these fronts, what does it make people do? They go, oh, Hillary Clinton has organizations about trying to help child trafficking and human trafficking. She would never be one of them. Jerry Sandusky would never be one of them. Boys Town could never be involved because literally it's right under your nose. That's how they work. So I don't think it's a huge coincidence that the Shriners have all of these hospitals set up. So they give the envision of doing what? Goodwill. They're here to help the kids, right? They can't be creeps. They can't be pedophiles. They can't believe in these teachings of Pike that talk about Lucifer being God. These are just guys having fun who are trying to help kids out. And then on the weekend, these 40 to 50-year-old men dress up as clowns. It's sick. It's disturbing. So when a movie like It comes out, and it's, it's a remake, again, right? What do we say? They remake these same things. They pay homage to themselves. They show you things in plain sight. And this is just mockery is what it is. Showing the Shriners who have a connection to Freemasonry, who are all Freemasons, I should say, because all Shriners are Masons. And then you have the clown in the movie who abducts the children. This is how they work. This is how they show stuff in plain sight. And you can see some of these photos. These are Shriners from around the United States of America, around the world, dressing up, and they use it as what? It's a cover for them to say, listen, we protect kids, we care about kids.
They are being vigilant and are prepared to respond to any calls for clown sightings. But for the most part, these sightings seem to be pranks that have just been taken too far. And clowns with the Kazim Shriners here in the Star City also don't seem to find the humor in those scary clown sightings. They dress up as clowns to participate in parades and circuses, raising money to help sick children nationwide.
Law enforcement says this man may have had contact with hundreds of children across the metro because he's a Shriners clown.
57-year-old Scott Robertson faces a federal charge of child porn possession.
The man known to many as 57-year-old Scott Robertson is known to others, including children, as Stripes. The Tangier Shriner clown was being investigated by the feds for child porn, so Tuesday they say he took drastic measures.
We did reach out to the Shriners for comment. They tell us they have no comment tonight, but Robertson will be back in court here on Friday.
The former head of the Melhouse Shriners in Springfield was charged in federal court today with sexual exploitation of a child. The U.S. Attorney's Office says 61-year-old Gardner Whitney of Westfield was indicted on 7 counts of sexual exploitation of a child and possession of child pornography. The indictment alleges that between June of 2010 and December of 2011, Whitney used a minor to produce child pornography and that he possessed child pornography. Whitney has been in jail since his indictment and arrest in district court in January.
Information is coming out about a Westfield man charged with child sex abuse charges. 22 News I-Team reporter Ryan Walsh broke this story on WWLP.com. He's live now in our newsroom.
Gardner Whitney Jr. was not only an employee at Suffield Middle School, but he's the former head of the Melhouse Shriners in Springfield. This is a picture from the Melhouse newsletter when he became Potney in 2011. The 61-year-old Whitney is also an employee at Suffield Middle School, according to the Hampden County District Attorney's Office. Suffield Public School Superintendent Karen Baldwin has yet to call 22 News back after receiving multiple messages over the course of 2 days. So it's unclear what position Whitney held at that school and if he had any unsupervised contact with children. Al Zippin, Public Relations Chairman for the Melhouse Shriners, told 22 News it's an awful situation, and the Shriners are very concerned about the well-being of Whitney's family, more so than they are about the impact it could have on the Shriners. Whitney's in jail tonight, but denies the charges. Live in the newsroom, Ryan.
You can look at some of the things that the Shriners have had and released.